Germany is having its own national strike. Germany Transport Network, what is it? Deutsche Bahn, right? Did I say it right? They are doing a mega strike, yeah. Deutsche Bahn is doing the mega strike. Very good. Sehr gut, yeah. Let's hear it for Deutsche Bahn.
Germany, where the public transport network has been paralysed in a strike over pay by two of the country's largest trade unions. Staff at airports, railways, ports and bus and metros are staging a 24-hour walkout. Unions want pay rises of more than 10% to help members cope with the rising cost of food and of energy. Our Berlin correspondent Jenny Hill spoke to Martine a little earlier and explained why today was quite unusual.
This guy looks like he just hates unions. He's just British, brother. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Like every British man just automatically looks like they hate unions. They look like the cartoonish depiction of the monopolist. You know what I mean? Oh, I do declare, those trade unionists are just as bad as the Nazis. Unacceptable. He's rocking a cool tie, though. Yeah, I don't know. They the dead-ass tie, bro? That's pretty fire.
It's really rare for a dispute over pay to escalate to this level of drama. It's being called the mega strike here. Two powerful unions.
That's so German. It's being called the mega strike. Yeah, it's being called the mega strike. Oh, Giga Ultra Strike! Oh mein Gott, ich kann nicht glauben!
Unions combining their firepower to get their workers out on strike and attempt to bring the country to a standstill. And it looks as though to a degree they are being successful. It's very difficult to get around Germany today. Planes, trains, ferries, all cancelled, depending on where you are in the country. Bus and tram services out too. I did see earlier on breakfast television here a very cheerful German taxi driver being interviewed saying it's a really good day to be a taxi driver. And he's probably right, but actually even motorists are being warned that workers who normally maintain and repair roads and motorways, for example, immediately after an accident, are also out on strike. And that's before you consider the traffic jams with the extra volume of cars potentially on the road, with commuters choosing to drive rather than try and get a train which has been cancelled. So a lot of disruption. But, you know, we have seen here in recent weeks and months a good number of workers from a variety of sectors.
Dude, I loved it. Like, British media, no matter where, no matter who, is just like, has to assume the role of being against. Like, no matter what happens, they have to assume the role of being against labor movement. Like, there's no labor movement that the British media has seen that where they went, no, it's actually good, really. Like, it doesn't matter. It could be a different country. It's just like, out of principle, they're like, no, I'm just riding for the capitalists, like, every time. It doesn't matter. And then they try to blame unions for it being disproportionate to strike responsibly. Yeah, exactly. The BBC has been taken over by the right wing. The BBC has always been right wing. It's literally, of course it's right wing. Of course it's right wing. It's the media. It's the state media. What do you think a bourgeois state is supposed to do with its bourgeois media? Of course it's going to fucking defend the interests of capital. That's their job.
Going out on strike, all of them saying they need their wages to reflect the higher cost of living, saying that they simply are struggling to pay their bills and their bills are going up. The two unions involved in today's industrial action are demanding, respectively, pay increases of 10.5% and 12% for their members. They are high demands, but, you know, actually, if you look back at the last few weeks and months, you can see that postal workers and metal workers who also went out on strike were able eventually to secure fairly substantial increases in wages as a result of the industrial action they took. So it'll be very interesting to see what comes out of today's action.